Word. Word out.
Let's see. Am I getting any alerts? Any alerts? Oh, there we go. All right. That's what I'm looking for. All right. That means we're hot right now. That's what that means.
Oh yeah, we good. We good. We good. We good.
Okay then. Let's see here. Oh, somebody is already in the Chisnat. Okay. It's Christina J. Okay, all right. But she totally forgot it was my. Okay, let's get this show started and let's do it. Okay, let me see.
This guy.
Make sure I'm recording. There we go. Okay. And I will wait till you finish typing before I start recording. Oh,
you can't even hear that.
What I can definitely hear. I can definitely hear.
It's a mic, though. My mic's sensitive.
Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? What's happening? What's good? It is it's your Monday, and you know what that means? That means it's time for the SmartGuyz Tech Podcast with me, your boy, Smart Guy, Big Q. Also got another guy with me.
Your boy Keon X. I just want to say I'm kind of upset we didn't get like a little countdown in the intro.
We did. But... I know. I knew I was forgetting something, but you know what? I think the keyboard thing you was doing kind of threw me off. I think that's what it was, right?
Typing.
Yeah. Listen, man, it threw me off. Christina J is in the building. She said she forgot it was Monday. Hey, listen, man, your day's blending. You working at home? She working at home? Yeah, that's why we working.
Yeah, our days run together.
We interrupted exactly her to watch of Euphoria. You know what? I've been watching a lot of TV, but that one I haven't seen that one yet. So
Euphoria is dope. I hope she's caught up. Oh no, she hasn't caught up yet. Yeah. I put her on to Euphoria. Euphoria is dope, Q. I don't know if it's for you, but it's dope. It's very very mature. It has a lot of things in there. If you got any triggers or something, you got to be careful.
Wow. Okay.
It's dope. Though.
Yeah. I was watching. I've started watching Doctor Who, right? Yeah. And I gotta say, all the hype it seems a little misguided because I went back. I started watching.
It's a culty show.
Yeah, from season 1.
Cult following.
It debuted in 2005, and the show. Look, the dialogue, the graphics. It's very hard to watch. I would say.
And the show actually started in like the 70s. I mean, they took like a 10 or 20 year break.
Yeah, so I'm up to episode 7 of season 1, and I don't know if I can make it through the whole season, but I'm trying. Right?
I didn't like it. My friend, one of my old roommates, he loves it, and one of my friends enjoys it now, but I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to see what the hype was about, right? I went through. I'm done with Witcher. I'm done with I'm done with a lot of my shows that I was watching, and of course, I'm still watching Power and all that stuff. But I'm not really binging anything except for like Doctor Who right now. So that's why.
The big question is, did you get any snow, Q?
Oh my God, yeah, we got snow, if you want to call it that.
y'all got slush. Y'all got slush.
Yeah, you got to call it that, right? Because you was living up in the mountains, so you had real snow, right?
Yeah, we actually had 11 inches of snow.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think we barely got like 2 inches here, and then it was like, you know what's hot snow in Charlotte is. Like, I think my backyard is actually I can see the grass now. But what was funny though, what was real funny, real quick, let the dog out to go do his little poops, right? And I'm sitting there watching him, right? He running because I think this is really on his second snow ever. I think this might be his second snow. But he running around the yard trying to find a place to poop, but he can't feel or see or smell the grass. So he's like he's losing his mind out there, right? Just running all around the yard. I mean, he does this for about 4 minutes until finally the poop catches up with him, and he got to let it out. And so,
man, it was fun. My dog took a little bit, but he figured it out. It's not his first time in snow, and he enjoys it. He's running around eating the snow, just jumping and having a good time. Yeah. But since I live in a neighborhood like this, I got to pick up the poop every time he poops Picking up poop from from snow is not my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, we're gonna tread some weird water today.
The Whovians will come through. What is she talking about?
She's talking about Doctor Who, because I was saying,
Oh yeah. I was thinking about the Grinch.
Yeah. We're gonna tread some weird water, depending on who come across our show this evening. I'm gonna try to carve out some time, Keon. I don't know how you feel about this, but
let's do it.
I think I'm gonna turn on the live phone, man. I think we'll take a telephone call too. And so people think of us in the show, and maybe they want to join in the conversation, whatever we happen to be talking about this evening. So it's a weird thing. Like I said, it's either going to be epic, it's going to be dope, or it's going to be a dumpster fire. I don't know which one it's going to be.
Depending on who you get the call from, you may have to have your finger on the hang up button real quick.
I know, right? So what I decided I'm going to do, right? I have the telephone number to the show, and up in the top, it's going to be how does this work? Up in the top, was that right or left? I'll put a little telephone thing up there, but I'm only going to put it up there when I think we want to be able to take some calls. So we'll do it then. Just look for it on the show. Otherwise, I got a few things that I was planning on talking about. I got a couple. You see Apple's $19 polishing cloth is back in stock online. You can buy it again.
Back in stock. Finally. Everybody who is out there waiting is back. You can go grab one.
Yeah, so you're trying to get if you was trying to get one, you can get one now.
Yeah, I'm not getting one. Even though my MacBook screen is pretty dirty.
Yeah.
It's pretty dirty. But
the regular cloth thing gonna do. So you got to order this one, right? That's the one you got to have. You know what I mean?
That's not the one I got. I have a D brand cloth, a leather D brand cloth with a bull on it. You can't see the bull, but it got a bull on it.
Okay.
So,
okay. Yeah. I got a couple of D brands. I got a black one. So we had that, and then what else we had? Oh, this was embarrassing. On January 11th, 11th, Samsung was all hype. They was ready to announce their new SoC, their new Exynos 2200. I think it was going to be called. I think that's what was speculated to be called. Then it come. Somebody leaked test Geekbench's the MediaTek 9000, the new MediaTek chip, blew it away. So Samsung canceled the event and canceled the. You
got to get back to the drawing board. You can't throw something out and then it immediately gets beat. Like, hold up. Let's get this.
They're not even beat by like somebody like who like somebody give me a not MediaTek.
Snapdragon.
Anybody but MediaTek. They used to get slapped around by Snapdragon, but I'm just saying MediaTek.
No. If it was Snapdragon, you might, you know what? Let's let that slide. Let's just let them have it.
MediaTek does like the blues and the and that stuff, right? Yeah. So
all the budget phones. All the budget phones. You don't
want to get slapped around by MediaTek, bro. And again, I don't know how true this was. People be lying about these Geekbench scores and how they get their hands on the chip before it was released anyway.
No. They probably saw somebody. The marketing team probably got the stuff ready. And then they put it online just waiting for the event to happen. And then somebody was like, oh, let me go through the files and see what I can find. That's probably what happened.
And so Samsung was like, nah. And in fact, they didn't even apologize about it. They had made these like two little teaser videos. They put out talking about how, like, I forgot what the gamer one was called, but it was kind of braggadocious, right? And they just pretty much didn't say nothing about they didn't say nothing. They just didn't do it. They were just like,
it's over.
It's like we just not gonna. Yeah, it's over. It's a done deal. I thought that was pretty crazy right there. That they didn't even care. You know what I mean? So the other big story was, and I don't know how you feel about this, just because of the situation right here, Ken, that we're dealing with this, with them feeling some type of way about their own little chip. This might be the first time that we wear the variant of the flagship, the S22. These people over there might finally get a Snapdragon phone. Finally, you know what I mean?
I saw that. I thought that it was going to do one phone, one chip.
Yeah,
that's what I should do.
I don't know. It's I think that's what they should have been doing too. But I think they got caught up in some agreement with Qualcomm that made it where they couldn't do. Or I don't know what the situation is that causes it to be this way. But they no Exynos chips for the guys across the pond, which is a little bit weird. I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I mean? Because it always made me kind of feel like, oh, I'm glad I don't have one of those phones. Because, you know, those phones used to get...
Why?
What used to be, those people be on YouTube always upset because they can't get a Qualcomm's phone over there. You just can't get one. And they have to get the Exynos ones all the time. And they used to always be upset about it. And I was just kind of, you know, like the fact that I had a superior phone. So
wow, you got a superiority complex too?
I mean, no, I don't think that's what it is, but I just think that is that's pretty cool that you know, that I had a better phone. So but what I thought was weird is that they put a lot of hype in this thing. Remember, they're supposed to have been partnering with AMD for the graphics part of it and stuff, the RDNA stuff. It's supposed to be a dope chip. Apparently, man, things just didn't come to fruition. You know what I mean?
It's not how it's gonna go down.
Yeah, man, it's a little sad though, because I was really hoping, especially with the success that Apple had with that, what was it, the M1, and what was the
one for the phones or A15?
Yeah, because they had pretty good success, and then the other guys, I can't remember who they were.
With Tensor.
Yeah, Tensor, right? Well, I mean, you know, it's been having some issues too, but the fact that they even tried it, they roll with their own chip, and I'm like, this Samsung, look, you guys been doing chips for a while, you know you've been making chips longer than both of those guys, right? So you should better come up with something dope, and
nope.
And it just seems like it's been all bad. It's been all bad. Nothing really, nothing good about this chip, man. That's gonna mess. That's gonna mess plans up for 20. I mean, this is already a major setback right here. Like, you know, that's you gotta change your whole projections for the first quarter, because now you gotta change the monies because they're gonna cost you more.
But do you think it has any meaningful effect for the consumers? Because from when on the consumer part, I don't think anybody cares. No, just as long as we get the phone, just as long as the phone is fast.
Yeah, this is the only thing I think is going to affect the consumer. It's going to make the phones more expensive, right? Because they would break with those
their own products.
You know, they was able to lower the price. You know, make the prices compatible. I think the prices are going to go up. You know, by $100 or so. You know, I believe. I think because I mean, how else are you going to cover that cost, right? You know, because then you got to put third-party chips in all those other phones too. You know what I mean? So,
so it's not just affecting like the 22s; it's affecting everything.
No, this is just everything going forward, right?
Okay.
That was going to use that Exynos 2200 chip, and that would be the S22 line. That would have been the Tab S line that's coming out with it. The
new folds and flips.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's pretty serious. You know what I mean? Pretty serious. So I thought it was a pretty cool thing to look at. The other thing is they were saying how I don't even know this right here we're talking about, but it was saying that Apple was going to require employees to submit proof of the COVID-19 boosters. Boy, I'm telling you, me and the old lady went and got ours done last week. Yep. I was good. Once again, that COVID shot put old girl down for like 3 days.
Same here. I was completely fine, just living my life after I got my booster. I may have taken a longer nap, slept a little bit longer. I don't even know. But I know my mom got it, and just like the last shot, knocked her out. Yeah. Knocked her out for a couple of days. Yeah. And I've been hearing like it if the second shot mess you up, booster's gonna mess you up.
Yeah, that's probably what it looks like, because old girl she just recovered like today, and she got it.
Yeah, look, Christina said the booster knocked her out. Trini said that the second shot really knocked her out. I remember that.
Yeah. Old girl just got right today. She got a shot on Friday. You know what I mean? You know, so
it was a real good old 3-day weekend for her, huh?
You know, I had no issues with none of the 3 shots that I got. None of them. I had like no symptoms. I mean, my arm didn't even hurt or nothing. Nothing happened to me at all.
My arm hurt for a couple of hours, but it wasn't like 3 or 4 days or nothing. You know,
I think they put Tahitian treat in my syringe.
Hey, we might not have gotten the COVID vaccine. We probably got a placebo, yo.
I'm telling you, they put a high C in my joint.
That's fine. As long as my little card says I'm good and I haven't gotten COVID, I'm good.
Right. Absolutely right. Absolutely. Okay, Kia, this is one of the things I'm gonna go ahead and put the Kirsten said the second shot messed me up and it felt like I needed to go to hey, that's how girl. She was feeling the same way, man. She was so bad, man. I was nervous for a minute, bro, because she was like, I mean, this was like really the second time I saw it. Like the second shot did the same thing. I mean, what
about the first shot? Was the first shot fun?
First shot was okay. First shot she was okay. It's just that second one and that booster, man, got her messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Trini has gotten COVID at least twice. With the shots, with the vaccine.
Wow, what is going on?
I don't know. Before you get into something deep, there's a little lighthearted story about Netflix.
Uh-oh. But while you tell the story, I'm going to go ahead and put the number up on the screen here. I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Oh, you gonna get them ready?
Yeah,
I didn't know you want to get them ready.
Yeah, just in case, right? But go ahead. It
looked like Josh J. Second shot put him down too. Jesus,
wow. I'll tell you, boy. Woo.
But yeah, so Netflix says they're raising their prices again for like the 5th time in 5 years.
For you people who are still paying for it, but yeah, whatever. That's all. I'm just saying.
Now I got more questions, but so people are upset. People are upset. Some people are saying, you know what, this is too much. Netflix says, hey, we're these increments are small enough that you should be able to manage it, and we're going to use all this money to make even better quality shows.
Yeah. Now,
if you look back 5 years ago, their 4K plan was $13, $14, $12, I think actually. Now it's $20 a month. You think that's a big deal? Apparently for somebody who doesn't pay for Netflix, I don't know what you over there doing.
I'm sitting there trying to figure this out. What, why are we doing this, right? Keep paying the steps, giving them better movies. I'm just saying, like, I remember old girl was paying for Netflix for a little bit, and I just don't think at the time, up to this point, Netflix doesn't have enough quality for me to actually put out real. I just don't.
So I pay for Netflix. That's Disney.
Okay, Stranger Things was pretty much the only thing I figured was worth paying for, right?
I didn't watch that. I didn't like that.
It was okay. It was pretty good. That's probably the best show I've watched in the last 2 years on there.
I disagree with that. So wait, Q, do you pay for anything as far as streaming media goes?
If it's media that can be shown on the television,
no.
So I don't. So all my Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, Paramount Plus, Discover Plus, cable, all that stuff is done through a
somewhere else.
Secret Homeboys Club, right? And
like I said, through somewhere else. So Netflix is the only thing I pay for. But everything else I can't.
I pay for SiriusXM and I pay for Spotify.
I pay for Spotify. I pay for Netflix, and then that's it. Yeah, because we got other places that provide. But for me, so for the Homeboys Club, all right. So I was getting the 4K, the highest resolution. You can watch it on like 4 TVs at once because I had other people on my stuff. They went up to 20, and I was just like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. So I went down on quality and on streams to pay it for. I'll still pay it because I do like Netflix for some things, especially their stand-up comedy. Their stand-up comedy for me is A1, and it's harder to get that.
That's actually why I pay for SiriusXM for the stand-up comedy.
It's hard to get stand-up comedy in the Homeboys Club. So
it really is good quality stand-up comedy. You can get some old stuff and terrible, crappy quality or whatever. But the Homeboys Club got its perks, right? But it's a Homeboys Club, so that means that while you may be able to I was able to watch I watched Eternals today. You know what I mean? And,
I watched Eternals last week. It was a good movie.
And so that's cool. But then sometimes though, man, you have to struggle with some other stuff. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But it's a Homeboys.
So let's say Spotify starts increasing their pricing. It may not be a number. It may be like a percentage. But what would make you stop paying for a service? A service that you actually actively, use.
So first of all,
Or go down. Wait. Before you start, what do you pay for on Spotify? Do you have like just a regular single premium plan?
I got like a regular. I think it's a family plan. So because
the family premium. Okay.
I think is it around 17 or 19, something like that.
Something like that. So you could go down to the free plan, which has ads and stuff, and you can't search for music and all the rules. Yeah. What would make you either go down the plan or just stop using the service? What would it be? Price, or would it be what would make you change?
The first thing would have to be if I couldn't find a viable alternative, right? From Homeboys Club, and right now for audio, it's too much hoops to jump through to get like my podcast and my my music and to get it to stream and being able to play it on the Alexa or on the TV and so on and so forth. So right now Spotify offers some pretty convenient features, right? And I don't mind. And the family plan is dope. So girl got her own playlist stuff, and I got my own, and it's cool. So I'm okay with paying for it. Yeah, I'm okay with paying for it. But if an alternative popped up in the Homeboys Club somewhere,
what about price wise? Let's say the price, you don't know the price. Let's say the price is $18 a month right now. Price wise, how high would it get up? Would it get to before you're just like, you know what, we got to find something else?
Let's see, they play with me on Sirius all the time. So like they play with me all the time. So what you have to do is you have to wait till it expires, and then they'll reach out to you and be like, oh bro, we want you to come back. And so that $19.99 you was paying before, we'll let you do it for like $6.99 for 6 months or whatever. So I usually like that's how I get down serious. I'm serious. That's how I do it.
Tragic.
They do it. So I think if it goes past $24.99, even though I do like the convenience of being able to play Spotify on everything, my watches, my phone, that stuff is unbeatable. It's like that convenience factor alone is worth about $19.99, but not past $24.99. I think $24.99 is the limit. That's where it's at.
So with Netflix for, I think it's 2 TVs at HD quality. I don't know if you have 4K screen in your house. 2 TVs for HD quality. I think it's like $15. So let's say you're paying that, and it's something that you're using 4 nights a week. How high could it get?
About $20 a month. That's fine.
$20, and then you're just like looking around, seeing where to find some other stuff at.
Yeah, you know what I mean. $20. But see, the problem with the video stuff though is that everything is segmented and fragmented, right? So you can't. If it was a spot where you can go, which in the Homeboys Club there is, you go to one spot and get everything.
Yo, the future listeners are gonna be like, what is this Homeboys Club? How much do I have to pay? Like, is it invite only? What's going on?
It's super exclusive. We'll say that much, right? But they have it where it's one spot for everything, right? And I like that. But of course, it got to drawbacks, quality concerns, and all that kind of stuff, availability, that kind of stuff. But and I hate the fact that you have your because I watch Power every week, so that right there's going to be a subscription service to Stars, right? So without the Homeboys Club, I'm not watching Power. See, because I'm not paying for Stars to watch one show. That is absolutely not something that I'm interested in doing. So I watch Power. So then there is live sports, the NFL stuff. The playoffs are popping off right now. I would need to have YouTube TV or some weird crap like that to get live.
YouTube TV doesn't come with it. You got to pay extra on top of the YouTube TV.
Hell no.
Which gets to my bigger question. How do you feel about these streaming services? Because we used to have cable. Cable was $100, $200 a year, something like that, something crazy. Yeah. And now we got the streaming services, which we get convenience. We get to pick the time and the place and all that stuff, and watch it whenever you want. But you got, just like you said, you got to watch certain things on certain platforms, so you got to start adding them together, and it starts to get expensive.
It does.
Do you think we're closing in on doing like something new popping up, like something drastically new popping up, or do you think like the Netflix and stuff is going to stick around?
Because of the only thing I find that's good about this whole situation, Ken, to be honest with you, because of the segmentation, it's making these studios step up. I think programming done got a whole lot better. I think everybody trying, like the Apple stuff, like the Apple programming is top notch. Like I can't watch everything that they present, but they have some pretty good stuff on Apple, right? The Netflix shows done kind of rose up a little bit. The competition is heating up because everybody wants that dollar because you can't watch everything on everything, right? I think like stars, they got power, and power is amazing. And that's really all they got. Ain't nobody really gonna, and that's why it's like this $9.95. I think it is, because that's really the only thing they can sell it on, is to sell it on power and boxing, right? I think there's boxing.
I'm actually surprised Hulu isn't more popular, because it's pretty much all their regular TV shows. Yeah. You just get to watch it the day after it airs. So I'm pretty sure that I'm kind of I'm just wondering why that's not more popular. Like Netflix popular, we've got the Peacock, HBO, Star, Showtime, like all those stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Hulu just got shafted.
I think
it's because they don't have an ad free.
Well, that and the fact that they like third party, like almost, right? So Peacock is going to play their stuff. What's Peacock? NBC, right?
Yeah.
So they got and ABC is a pretty big network. It's one of the bigger ones, right? So they got a lot of cool stuff there. You know, David Letterman, all that nighttime talk show hosts, all that cool stuff, American Musical, all that stuff. And then by the time it gets to Hulu got to pay a chunk of that to NBC anyway. So their price is gonna probably be higher for Hulu. But the fact is, you get the NBC stuff, and you get the Fox, and you get the CBS.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you get a lot for Hulu, but like, you know, like I said, like Christina was saying, you still get ads no matter what tier you're on. You just get less ads, right, and I feel like that's definitely holding them back.
Yeah. You know, so and then of course, you know, look, you got to advertise somewhere. Like, if everybody pays subscription services to avoid advertisement, where do you advertise at?
They're trying. They'll be like, "Yo, buy our Hulu." Like, so what?
You get these weird advertisements within the show or whatever. You know what
yeah, they're within the show, like just in the middle. Yeah, it's a commercial still. We still got commercials. I'm just like, really?
Yeah,
absolutely. I was paying to not have this.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm telling you, Disney does it all the time. There's like
Disney has ads.
Well, they advertise within the show, like they have so much product placement and like, you know, because you know they get paying for the advertisement on Disney Plus. You know what I mean? Like,
Disney make enough money. Disney does not need any more money.
It's a premium. Hey, listen, I did look. Yeah, don't be who got like all the people in the chat. Don't be shy. Y'all see, I put that number up on the screen. Y'all see it. Talk to your smart guys, man. I was like, even if you got something silly to say, highlight it 704. Oh, there's a 69275.
I don't see the number.
It's above your head.
I mean, I know that, but I can't. You can't barely see it because it's on the background. It's black, and the background is black.
Oh, so maybe I need to do a better graphic on that. So let's see. Let's type it. What is it?
What is the number? 704 669 0275.
659-0275. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to change that at least the color.
Yeah. So there you go. I'm put that in. Wow. Okay. Oh yeah. So I threw it up in the there you go. I think that's right. Yeah. Anyway, so we got that because I just want to talk to some of our people, man, because you know we talk to them all the time in the chat. I want to hear somebody's voice. I want to talk to somebody. It was a new person in the chat. I had never met before, but y'all seem to know her. Who was her? Who was she?
Who?
Was a new person in the chat? Trent something?
Oh, that's Lady Gentle Takeover.
Gentle. She messing with. She's confusing me.
She got a gaming channel. She live streams Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. All right, so and I guess I got to stay true to what the title of the podcast. So this thing right here, I know you don't like this, and that's why I wish Rush and Zoe's around. But because I know you don't really care for this, but I've been watching it and I've been paying attention. I can
still throw my 2 cents in.
Yeah,
you know I will.
So it's been growing, and so here's what I want to talk about. What do you think about this? Yeah. So research says the gaming monitor and PC trend isn't over yet. Gaming monitor shipments will double. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what I saw in the store during the holiday season. I told you the story about the guy who buying separate gaming PC setups for both his sons. I'll tell you about that, right? Let's talk about that on the podcast, I think. I'm going to talk about it on the BQW. I remember talking about it on somewhere. But anyway, when we was talking about Corsair and Elgota and Razer and the companies that's like pushing this, and Twitch, I got to give it a Twitch because Twitch is one of the driving forces behind it too. All these little kids are getting.
They're trying to be millionaires, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So this thing right here says, this week, the global researchers shared the latest numbers predicted that gaming monitor ship. This is just monitors. We ain't talking about the PC at all. Gaming monitor shipments will surge, growing from 14.2 million screens in 2020 to 26.4 million screens in 2025.
Yeah, I see it. I can agree with that.
I mean, and then of course, the monitors, they play dual. You don't necessarily have to be a PC gamer to use a PC, a gaming monitor, because people use them for their consoles as well.
Like me.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But I look at the CPUs and the PCs that are being shown. 52.3 million will do the same in 2022, represent a 4.8% growth rate. I think finally the PC gamers are finally getting ready to take their rightful place. Because I mean, and I'm gonna tell you what I really think encouraged this. That whole situation with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, with its limited availability, and they want to blame it on
the chip.
Yeah,
the chip shortage and all that stuff. Yeah.
But whatever the case was, this is the byproduct of it, I think. What you think?
No, I definitely think, not having PS5, not for a little bit, not having Xbox has definitely pushed more people towards PC. And plus, there are people out there that are like, I can get one PC, it can do everything. I can use it for internet, I can use it for gaming, I can use it for whatever. That's definitely helping out. But plus, there are people out there, because I've even recommended it before. Content creators, when they're just like, oh, I don't have a lot of money, or I want to get the best of the best, but I don't want to have to build. I don't want to go to a store and get it. I'll be like, yo, go get a gaming PC. It's not gonna be pretty, probably, depending on what you get, but it's gonna have the internals for what you need. And just like you said, for like monitors, I look at monitors all the time. Every time I go into like a Best Buy company, I'm looking at monitors just to see what's out there. And the monitor I have right now, I don't know if it's considered a gaming monitor, but it has like some of the specs, like 144 hertz and other stuff, double HDMI playback and other stuff, like the FreeSync and AMD Sync. So they're nice even if you're not using it for gaming, which I actually do have mine plugged into my PS4, but I would still have this even if I didn't play PS4 on it, just because of its capabilities.
Oh yeah,
I can definitely see that.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Then I was watching like the amount of like these companies like CyberPower, iBuyPower. Well, HP got their little Omen, which I definitely wouldn't recommend anybody buy that thing. But
you don't like the HP Omen?
Nah, that thing is pretty terrible. But a lot of these pre-built joints, they're not bad though. Like because you would think that you would be looking for a computer with a brand on it like HP or who's the big guys?
Dell, Lenovo.
Asus, with the the ROG, stuff like that, but it's really these. It's the CyberPower and the iBuyPower ones that they got the big, the current chips in them and the graphics cards and all of that, and the prices are. I mean, they're not cheap, but they're not super expensive either. You know what I mean?
Well, I buy one of them. You can go online and like buy parts. Yeah, it's kind of like a Newegg type of thing. Yeah, so I guess if they have the parts in their like warehouse, and they're definitely building the computers better. Like really, have more.
A lot of the gaming machines are just pre-built in boxes, dude, and people just coming in and snatching them up, man. They look at it. They look for a couple different things. What's the processor? What's the RAM? What's the GPU? Yeah,
going.
How many RGBs is on the joint, right? Because of course, RGB, right?
You're not a real gamer if you don't have LEDs in your
on your fans and on your memory slots.
And your keyboard, your mouse, you gotta have it everywhere.
You gotta have it everywhere. You know what I mean? But I think this is cool though, because and then of course, Sony is doing. Like I think it just came out 2 days ago. I just actually seen it pop into my little queue on the Homeboys Club gaming situation. God of War. I actually got it downloaded. I
just got the PC port. Yep, I saw that.
I just got it yesterday. And but yeah.
And Horizon's also coming out on PC. So is Sony losing these rights to their exclusives?
Yeah,
it's not gonna be a good thing.
Microsoft,
with Microsoft and the Xbox connection, can you then play God of War on your Xbox, or that's not how it works?
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
I know.
Not the case. But you could play it through something like Steam Link or something like that, so you can play it on a tablet or something somewhere else. Through Steam Link. Yeah, so
there's no Steam Link on Xbox.
Yeah, no, your Steam Link, because The Xbox games are just Xbox, and this game is obviously a Steam or Uplay or something like that. I don't know what it, but it's definitely not Microsoft, nothing like that. Okay, gotcha. So we played with this a little bit, and we talked about it on Twitter a little bit after the show last week. I was talking about, in particular, was talking about that Samsung Freestyle. But I'm going to using that to bring up the topic, and this is what we'll close the show out with. We'll talk about this for a little bit. Innovations for 2022. Like that device, that Freestyle, because I think the Freestyle I think that is a cool device, right? Now we were on Twitter having a discussion about it. Yeah, the price tag is a little too high. It's
tragic.
It's in a weird spot when it comes to pricing and what it's capable of. But in and of itself, let's just take the price tag off the table for a minute, Keon. Let's just talk about the innovation and the capability of the device. What do you think about stuff like this?
Well, this is probably, and I'll probably have to go back and think about it, but this is probably my favorite Samsung. No, it's my second favorite Samsung device that is announced or out or available or whatever. The first being the M8, monitors. Those monitors are dope, and I can actually use those easily. Yeah. But this is dope. It's a projector that also has a speaker that also can do like an ambience type of thing. It has, I think, HDMI input, so you can plug in.
Yep. USB-C. It's got streaming.
They got algorithms. It has the smart TV stuff built in. There are algorithms that can like make sure that your colors are straight, make sure that the lines are straight. It's dope. It's a dope smart projector, and I was thoroughly excited when I saw it. But then I was like, wait a minute, they didn't tell me the price. They just said pre-register. So I go on Twitter. And I'm just like, yo, this is dope. I'm going to grab one. Because I actually do want like a projector for my wall. Yeah. And, me and Russ going back and forth, and you jump in and be like, hey, homie, that thing's going to be a cool $1,000.
Yeah.
It's a little much. That's a little much.
It's dope. It's going to cost you a stack, though.
It's a little much. And for what it has, it's not... I can see where they got the price from because it's a speaker, ambience, smart TV, projector. It's everything built in. I get it, but it's a little much for me.
I mean, even at $8.99 is where I saw that on Best Buy. It's still steep in the sense that this is still a novelty device in my. This is not a device that I can see myself using all day, every day. Like, I can see myself using it every once in a while. You know what I mean?
I know people that don't have TVs that use projectors, and those are usually like the high-end tech guys. Yeah. And they have the short throw projectors that do like 100 inches, like super close to your wall. But yeah, like unless you're like one of those people, this is not an everyday device. No. It's a luxury device, which is probably feeding into that cost, though.
Absolutely, I think so. I mean, yeah, because it's so like when you take with you like that, they show one instance where they went camping with it or whatever, right?
Yeah, it has a battery pack to it.
So it's portable. You can throw it up on a hanging sheet in the middle of the woods and watch the movie or whatever. You can put the cap on it, put it on the table, and it's a speaker that's got dancing lights or whatever on it. Mm-hmm. The thing that tripped me out the most, they put it in the ceiling or in the they screwed it in and projected down on the.
So you could do like a little office PowerPoint stuff. Yeah,
that was dope, right? So
dope.
I think stuff like that is cool. Now, what got my wheels a turning was last year we had the M7, which I was so impressed with that I bought 2 of them. Now we have the M8, and Samsung is using this idea and this technology of putting all the smarts and just putting it in different things, right? So now we got a projector. What do you think that will be the next thing they do? Isn't the
M8 the special thing about that over the M7? Isn't it the embedded webcam, or is it a lot more so?
It was a couple more things. It was a webcam on this one, and it was something else that made it different too as well. Couldn't really remember. I can't off the top of my mind, but it was already loaded with everything. I guess it's got like the Apple AirPlay 2.
Yeah, and so does the speaker. The speaker also had the AirPlay 2, which was just like, this is a one-stop shop. I love it. I'm loving it.
So Samsung's doing that, which I got a feeling we're going to see more brands pull off some stuff like that. Also, look at this right here. So this right here, Samsung
I saw that as well.
The body composition that was doing with the watches. This right here is a scale, kind of does the same thing. I think that's pretty dope.
It has something that comes up, like either comes up or you put it on the wall or something, and it like can measure your Was it body fat? It can measure something else.
Yeah, the BMI. So which is pretty cool. The body composition, that's what they call it. Like they just tell you how fat you are, right? Your percentage of fat, your body fat, and all that.
You don't just weigh more. It's not in good places.
I'm saying, it's a super smart scale. It does more than give you weight. I think that's cool too. As we move into, being a little bit more health conscious, I think this is nice. That's another thing, and I guess we'll probably do a whole nother podcast about it. But the way technology is treating health, and especially like after the COVID situation, like it seems like health is like in our faces like constantly now. Like everything want to show you your health all the time. It's weird. But yeah.
Stay healthy.
I like that right there too, This right here, the sync and the we got a telephone call. We got a telephone call. That thing is loud, right?
Who it is?
What up? You talking to the smart guys? Who this?
Hey yo, what's up?
What's up? Who we talking to?
Hey yo, you talking to Fast Sam Hill?
Okay, what's good? What you want to talk to the smart guys about tonight, man? What's good?
Yo, Sam.
Fast Sam Hill down from Georgia.
Okay.
Oh, cool. What's up, Fassam?
I want to talk about my Luther King Day. My grandpa, he fought for that back in the 60s.
Okay. I like that. This technically really ain't really like we do MLK stuff, but this is kind of like a tech show. We definitely appreciate the call though, bro.
He flipping cars over.
Okay, like I said, is he gonna be?
Oh man. There you go, folks. This is why a lot of people don't do live stuff. But we here and we ready. We here and we ready.
I gave it the old college try. I did. I gave it the college try.
I didn't even know we had some Georgians listening to us.
We're all out in Georgia, right? We're doing it, And listen, man, Christina's like, oh my God. Hey, when I said it though, I was like, yo, this is gonna be dope as hell, right?
No, as soon as I hear that space in between the question and the answer, I was like, oh, this ain't it. This ain't it. Oh boy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It was still podcast gold though. Come on now. Y'all look,
that was our first caller. You give Fassam Hill a round of applause. And then keep it going.
Give him a round of applause.
Harrison.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that guy was special.
I am still tripping out about that. Was oh my God. Okay. So listen, I know we're talking about smart speakers and projectors.
Yo, Q, that guy broke Q. In case you didn't see that, that guy broke Q. Q is out of commission right now. And he's coughing. Good Lord.
I'm trying to understand something, yo. Okay, you perusing the YouTubes.
that was my thing. Like, this guy just listening to us and he just called in, or he stumbled upon us, saw a phone number, and was like, I'm gonna do this. This is my calling.
Oh my God. Okay, so you perusing the YouTubes. You happen to come across these two dudes talking about smart speakers and whatnot. Oh, look, it's a telephone number.
Q is done. Q is done. I've never seen this. I've never seen somebody break Q like this before in my life.
Okay. There's a telephone number on the screen, right? So you say,
let me tell them about MLK Day.
Yeah. Oh boy. Ooh. I know, Chris.
Of course. We knew it. Eventually, even if it wasn't the first call, eventually it's gonna happen.
Oh my God.
Give the internet an inch.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Oh, and I just
give the people the benefit of the doubt.
I wanted to see what was going to happen. Like I said, I knew I was expecting something crazy, because every once in a while we'll get some like crazy person pop into our chat, right? Every once in a while, and that kind of thing. But that was good. Okay, I was going to talk about the smarts faucet and how you can tell how much to fill up the Oh,
Marco, you're not live.
You just not catching now.
But keep watching, Marco. You got a shout out on the show. That's a heavy question for the last 15 minutes. We'll cover that. We'll cover that next show, Harrison.
We'll talk about it on the next show, Harris. We will. I promise me we'll talk about that.
Come back next week.
That's good because actually I was thinking about that. It's one of the things that I got like a board that I kind of put podcast topics on. That would be dope.
And for our audio listeners, or anybody that's not on YouTube, Harrison asked, "What is our position on Black people in tech industry?" We will be covering that next week. Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, we'll talk about that because that's an interesting one. But I was talking about the I guess I was talking about the smart sync, but I mean the thing, but that's okay. It's not really. We talked about.
I will say though that Kohler's not the only one. There's a Moen, and they've been doing this now where you can have like the touchless stuff. You can even do speakers as well. Like you can say, "Hey Google, turn on my sink," stuff like that, or "Hey Google, like pour 8 ounces of water." It'll do stuff like that. So that's neat. I feel like that's a little, not an everybody thing. That's just like, oh, I got money to throw away. Let me make my sink.
But it's dope though. I mean, because I don't cook all that often. But I'm not one of them kind of people who was very, very good at cooking, right? So, it's nice to have all the help I can get in the kitchen, right? If I can throw the pot over there and be like, yo, Bixby, because it'll be Bixby in my house. Let's be real, okay?
Do you really say Bixby in your house? Yeah, you must have Alexa.
Okay, that's Alexa. She lives around here too. But it's mostly Bixby though. But
so you say the word Bixby out loud?
Be like, yeah, that dude. What's wrong with that?
I just didn't know there were people out there. Sorry. I just didn't know if people were out there saying Bixby. I just thought it was a dead thing.
No, listen, man. Bixby runs this whole entire joint. Man, what you talking about?
At ChatScott, we got problems every week. So you know what?
I can't believe you disrespected me like that, to be honest with you.
I honestly did not know you were going around your house saying like, "Yo, Bixby, what's the weather?"
Yo, I feel so disrespected right now.
my bad. No offense.
Oh my God. So it's okay for so everybody yelling about Siri, but you say what?
Siri, Google, Alexa. I thought these were the only 3 people at the party. I didn't know y'all were over there.
Did you really say Bixby? And did it respond?
Like I said, I thought this was a 3-person party. I didn't know other people were here. I'm sorry.
Bixby is alive and well. Okay, Bixby is in the refrigerator, is in the stove, is in my TVs, is in my phones, is in my tablet. Bixby is all over this joint. Bixby's on my watch. Okay, look, man, this ain't
look, you got Harrison over here saying Samsung's better than Apple, so maybe he's at the table with you.
The world is bigger than Siri. Okay. You Siri junk.
I said 3. I said Siri, Assistant, and Alexa. All them 3 girls together saying you can't sit with us.
You had the nerve to be like, wait a minute, don't Alexa live around there too? I mean, what? I mean, yeah, Alexa's everywhere. Everybody got Alexa. I'm just saying.
I don't have Alexa.
You say Bixby can run the smart sink too. Okay, Bixby can tell me to put 16 ounces in my pot. Okay,
I would love to see that.
And like Bixby is like and unable to or don't have.
I would love to see that. Q. Go ahead and put a video up on your channel.
I'm actually on TikTok.
Oh,
okay. These smart rings. I think the other one was called.
Yes. Oura. Yes.
Oura. Yeah. So.
Something like that. I am ordering one soon. My Oura ring.
So I got an Amazon kind of low level branded one over here.
Amazon Basics ring.
Yeah, Amazon Basics made by some weirdo company. I can't remember the name.
I didn't know it was like Amazon branded.
But it don't have all the cool stuff as just Movano and Uras and all. Like this one right here is talking about women's health. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a woman, so I don't want to really get into it.
I was going to say, I've never heard of this, but I guess it's based on women's health. That's probably why. I know there's a lot of like, period trackers and cycles and birth stuff on the Apple Watch.
It's been going on with me for years. It should be down to, I don't think you need a ring to tell you you know, if you later than that, I mean,
Right? Sometimes you gotta keep track. You gotta make sure nothing's late or earlier because that can mean 1,000 different things. So
yeah, you know, so I mean, now you got a ring that'll help you with that. You know, women's
like
health.
I said, I am ordering an Aura ring because I like how they look and I like how it's smart. And I used to have one of those NFC rings, so it just brings me back.
Yeah, it does. I think that's pretty cool. You remember that Apple ring that we saw for years and years and years that we never got? You remember back when we first started doing SmartGuyz? You remember that Apple ring?
I don't remember last month, kid. What are you talking about?
No. Okay. We seen these already.
Yes, the slaves. But that one's working with Apple key. Is it just key? HomeKit key? HomeKit key. Yes.
Okay, that's pretty dope.
The first one.
Yeah, I like it.
So like $400.
but there's a lot of people. You know, when people even ask me about, because I have the keypad on the front and the back of the house, right? And people were like, bro, like, because you know, I think the way the conversation came up was at work one day and was looking at I have a SIM tool on my key ring on my keys, and I keep it for work. Oh yeah, can't show.
Do you actually change your SIM card that often?
Well, I mean, at work I have to when I sell somebody a new phone, right?
Oh, okay.
But they was like, dude, do you not have a house key? I'm like, no, I don't have a house key. I have like a pad. They was like, you trust those things? Like, like you really
they
don't
work.
Yeah, right. I mean, no matter what it is, though, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, I was bought my mom a Yale /Nest one. Hers works. I wanted the level, which still looks like a traditional one with the key, but it worked with like Bluetooth and NFC and stuff. But now I want HomeKit because
this one looks good. This one's cool. I think that's dope. We talked about this, and again, I still didn't bring it over here with me. We talked about this last week with the M8, the remote control. That this part right here, the one that I have that came with my 43-inch M7, not this one. This one came with the 32-inch M7. It don't have it, but the one that came with the 43 has this, and it charges.
Touchpad?
No,
it's a wireless charging thing.
Solar charger, but this one on the M8, when we talked about it last week, it actually charges itself off your router's radio waves.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I think that's actually pretty fly, right? And I don't know, like because this is such a low powered device. I think that's why you can get. But this is the start of something cool though. If they can charge a remote control off your Wi-Fi router, I mean, it's before long where we can do phones like that. It's or maybe like earbuds probably before phones.
Yeah, take baby steps, kid. Baby steps.
This is like something that you would probably rock.
No.
Right?
Only because I have my expensive backpack over there, but it's cool though. It has Find My technology in it. I did see a couple of those. I just throw an AirTag in mine, but that's cool just because it's embedded in it. You could just take an AirTag out, but this one's built in. It's cool.
Yeah, it's so crazy. This AirTag Galaxy Tag situation, man. Like every time now, it's like last year, nobody hardly was ever talking about these things. And now everybody like, oh my god, is that one?
Can't believe it's tracking people and all this. Like, bro, anything and everything could be used for evil if you wanted to.
And that's why we can't have nice things, right? That's what we can't have. But yeah, that's it. So, but man, what a hell of a show, right? What a hell of a show. We had
have you recovered from your caller?
I can't wait to go back. I can't wait till I get ready to go break this one down and I start editing it or whatever, because that part of the show was just so hilarious. And listen, boy, he really was chilling. He wasn't trying to be, it don't seem like maybe he was Jones, maybe he was trolling. I don't know, but it seemed like he was serious about this MLK. He said he used to run or march with them back in the day. You know what I mean? It's like, listen, I ain't gonna call that man a liar. You know what I mean? Because his voice sounded like he might have fit the age like of marching with them down there. I don't know.
You're just gonna call this man old?
I didn't say that. All I'm saying is, he sounded like he might have been one of them dudes marching with
seasoned.
But my whole thing was, I mean, I know it's MLK Day, and we, and we celebrate the whole thing. But this is a tech show, right? I mean, it ain't like I'm trying to throw the MLK thing off to the side.
And granted, he didn't come in here and was like, F this, F y'all some ends, right. None of that.
It's all good, you know what I mean? But I got a feeling, though, that if I gave him another minute or two, he'd have blew this thing all to smithereens.
I mean, after it took him 20 seconds every time, that might have been your VPN or VoIP or whatever.
But yeah. Yeah, but it's crazy. Like, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I was gonna do it. I want to see what's gonna happen or whatever, right? Because I've been doing this on the other podcasts, and I'm just saying, it's like the random internet folk who call you up just to mess with you is just hilarious to me. I just think it's funny.
Next time we gotta make sure the boys are on. Start talking about some stuff. Start talking about stuff. Because apparently, because Doe and I were going back and forth on Twitter last week.
Yeah, so, and y'all be going at weird times of the night. I'm like, I'm asleep. It's 3:30 a.m.
That's dope, bro. It was like 8 o'clock last week when we were going back and forth.
I'm about to fall off the nightstand. I'm like, what the hell is going on? We're here talking about and just throwing jabs. I mean, like y'all were going there, like y'all wanted. If y'all had met each other somewhere in the street, y'all was gonna throw blows, man. I didn't forget what the argument was about. What was it about?
I don't remember.
No, I know what it was. He said something about how his.
I didn't know how many phones and stuff. I didn't know about phones.
Yeah. And then of course you was like, that's a guy who don't hold on to his whatever. I forget what it was. But it was
he don't hold on to his phone too long.
like if you want a guy who don't hold on to his phones long or whatever, which I don't hold on my phone long at all either. But I think you were saying
you hold on to it longer than a week.
Oh yeah, definitely longer than a week. I mean, I'm like 11 months is good. You know what I mean? Anyway, like I said, I knew the show was going to be like I said, either going to be a really good show, which turned out to be, or dumpster fire, which it was close to be.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But for everybody who did come through, and Mark looked like he gonna catch up eventually. But when everybody did come through, we definitely appreciate it, man. And we just wanted to have some fun here on the show, man. We might be brave enough to do that again next week. But you know what I'm gonna do? First, I'm gonna wait and see who's in the chat before I put the number on the screen. I think that's what.
Here.
Yeah, and of course we'll redo the graphics so it looks a little bit better, and that kind of thing. Anyway, I think that's gonna be the show for this week. I want to say the audio podcast is doing really, 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 really well on iTunes and all the places that matter where you get positive feedback for having an audio podcast. I got the first email saying, well, of course I can't really cash out because it's only $10, but we got our first payment. We got our first monthly payment from Red Circle, $10 for ad revenue for last month, and I was proud of that because actually we found it for the first time ever. Got money for the SmartGuyz Tech Podcast. So that's a milestone, Keon. That's a milestone. It was $10, but it is the milestone, right?
Hey,
so
man. We're gonna go spend that somewhere.
We're gonna have a good time.
No, we're gonna go buy you some crypto with that.
Yeah, that's
buy you an NFT. Buy you an NFT.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. So that's what we had. The podcast is doing great. I want to say for everybody who support us, keep on supporting us. And the ones who I know don't ever see the live show, but they just be like wondering what the shenanigans is when they listen to the podcast. Might want to pop in on a Monday night because it gets crazy. You know what I mean? But that's all I got, Kieran. Where you at?
That's it, man. Love Chat Squad. I'm just gonna be doing me as always. I'm gonna be taking my baby out. Love her so much, and I'm gonna be putting her on some YouTube. So look out. I got like 3 videos I just need to edit so I can upload. I might do one of them tonight.
Cool. That's gonna be dope. Now I didn't get a chance to. Because of scheduling conflicts, didn't get a chance to go live last week with the BQW. But I'm gonna try it again this week. And this week we're talking about boss bitches, so it should be fun, right? We're talking about boss bitches. You heard me. I said it right. It should be
all right.
The conversation should be lovely. But until then, we'll catch you guys on the airways, man. Y'all keep it real and stay safe out there with the Omicrons running rampant. We'll see y'all, man. We out of here. Peace.